To gardeners, compost is considered black gold because of its many benefits in the garden. Homemade compost is invaluable to the gardener. By adding organic matter to the soil, compost can help improve plant growth and health. To make good compost, you need a 50-50 mix of materials that are rich in nitrogen and carbon. Nitrogen comes from lush green material such as grass clippings, whereas carbon comes from brown material such as woody stems and cardboard. For every bucket load of green material, you need to add the same volume of brown. Shredding, chopping, or mowing these materials into smaller pieces will help speed the composting process by increasing the surface area. Things you'll need to make your own compost are a sunny corner of the garden, an equal mix of nitrogen and carbon-rich waste, and a compost bin. Stand your compost bin directly on the soil. Worms and other microorganisms will speed up the composting process. Find out which compost bin is best for you. Chicken wire at the base will keep rodents out. Add an equal mix of green and brown materials. Nitrogen-rich waste or greens include grass clippings, annual weeds, fruit and veg peelings, nettle leaves, tea bags. Carbon-rich waste or browns includes dried leaves, paper or newspaper, cardboard, straw, egg boxes and empty toilet rolls, paper towels, paper bag. Speed up the process by turning your heap occasionally with a garden fork to aerate it, mixing the outside ingredients to the inside. When turning the compost pile, make sure that the materials in the center are brought to the outsides and that materials from the outside edges are brought to the center. Waiting at least 2 weeks allows the center of the pile to heat up and promotes maximum bacterial activity. The average composter turns the pile every 3 to 4 weeks. Moisture is also important to support the composting process. Compost should be comparable to the wetness of a wrung-out sponge. If the pile is too dry, materials will decompose very slowly. Add water during dry periods or when adding large amounts of brown organic material. If the pile is too wet, turn the pile and mix the materials. Another option is to add dry, brown organic materials. Bacteria and other microorganisms are the real workers in the compost process. By supplying organic materials, water, and oxygen, the already present bacteria will break down the plant material into useful compost for the garden. As the bacteria decompose the materials, they release heat, which is concentrated in the center of the pile. You may also add layers of soil or finished compost to supply more bacteria and speed up the composting process. How long does it take? The amount of time needed to produce compost depends on several factors, including the size of the compost pile, types of materials, and the surface area of materials and number of times the pile is turned. A pile that is between 3 feet cubed and 5 feet cubed can be ready in about 4 months, depending on the time of year.